Alright, this is going to be a replay of G-Mine, Giggle, and Kaz that I'm going to go through and look at. See what they did right, see what they did wrong, see where they can improve, and that kind of stuff. I'm going to do it from the fly point of view just so I can see everything that's happening. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first thing I noticed, both Gmine and Giggle split off to go for back boost, which, I mean, in this case, it works out okay. But if that ball stops dead and the other team has someone following mid, that's going to usually end up in a goal sometimes. So you don't always want to have two people going back for boost. You always kind of want to have one person following. So that's the first thing I see. So like, yeah, if the ball stopped right there and they had someone following, it would have, it could have been a goal for them. Let's go back a little bit right here. G-Mine's a little bit close to Google. Preferably, I think you want to be a little bit farther back and a little bit towards mid more, and then Kaz should be more over in this general area, so that if Giggle takes it up the wall and crosses it, either Kaz can get it, or if it goes shorter, G-Mine can get it. So yeah. The shot. Kaz turned. Okay. So like right now, you have G-Mine, which is, he's really close to the net, and then Kaz is kind of right behind him on this right side, where you want to kind of have someone more near mid, well, not mid right here, but like mid kind of here. At least that's my personal preference. Have one near mid here, and then one person more over on this side, so when that hits the wall and comes down, this person can take the shot. Kaz should have turned on that sooner. Okay, at that point I would have taken it more towards the back corner just so I could get the boost and then take it up the wall and over. See, so right now you and Kaz are really close together. Right there. Y'all are basically right on top of each other. So let's say Giggle were to get back to the ball and try and push it over here. There's no one over here to try and take a shot or send it back mid to pass it off the backboard. So right there, what we're going to look at, it comes up, he hits it up. Giggle's already on the wall. So instead of G-Mine going for it, I would prefer if Giggle went for it and then shot it, or not shot it, but hit it down into the ground to try and bounce it up and pass it. And Kaz should be more over here instead of all three of y'all in that corner. Get clear. Good hit. See, so right here, y'all are all three on the same side. Kaz should be more towards mid. If Giggle's going to rotate out, then he's going to rotate out either on the left side or come down the right side. Or I usually just go straight down the mid. Let's look again. So y'all. Alrighty. So in this general case, Giggle's going for kickoff. Usually the person that's in front on this situation, so G-Mine, would follow. And Kaz would either go back left or back right boost. So yeah, exactly like that. And then what happened here, everyone went for that ball. And now you have one person that's going to clear it towards the net, and then two others that are going to come in and go right here and try and shoot. But they can't shoot. So, okay. Alright. So Giggle should follow. Yeah, that'll work. That works pretty well. Alright, on this, unless you get called off, usually left will go. And then Giggle will go back right boost, and sometimes back mid will go back left boost. Depending on who calls the ball, or who calls kickoff. It's also good to follow. Alright. That's a good clear. So you don't, Kaz, what he's doing, he's kind of just sitting inside the net. You don't always want to sit inside the net because if the ball comes straight down, so let's say the ball goes up on the wall right here and then just drops straight down, it's really hard to save it from inside the net trying to go up. So you want to be more towards the front of the net and position yourself in a place where you can cover almost everything from that specific angle. Kaz and Giggle were kind of on top of each other at that point. Alright, y'all both went for the same boost. Ah, you got bumped. So let's go back and look. It's right there. Everyone's up for that shot. You kind of want to have one person at least back. And then one thing I've noticed is everyone, when they're going back on defense, well, Giggle went to the far mid boost, but I've noticed a lot that when y'all are going back on defense, all three of y'all are going down the same side. You kind of don't want that, just because if they pass it far to the other side and there's someone there and they can shoot, there's no one there to even challenge it. Alright, so Giggle was right to go for that. Now let's go back and look for a second. Okay. See, y'all are all getting kind of clumped up pretty quick. It's a good clear. Someone should be challenging that. Or someone should have been a little bit farther up to challenge it. See, like, again, y'all are all three going to the same side for the ball. G-Mine, your best place probably would have been... Where'd you come from? Probably would have been better to stay towards mid and let Kaz go for it. So at that point, when the ball does that, you can come from mid and try and get an angle shot. So right here, You really don't want to go for the ball like that unless you know you're going to hit it and clear it off to the side. So like I said earlier, G-Man, you're playing a little close to your teammate. And I guess Kaz was just sitting back in that. Alright, so see, that's where you want to go for the ball and try and clear it. It's a double commit, triple commit actually. That's what you don't want to have right there. So you see how Kaz is already up first. Giggle had a better angle. I mean, that's bound to happen. But right here, you don't need to be in the air. There's no point for you to be in the air. Because if it were to bounce off the back wall down, you'd go right over the ball. So best place for you is most likely just to stay back towards mid and wait for everyone to freak out in front of the net. So here, kickoff, G-Mine's going to go, either Kaz or Giggle's going to go for a back boost. I mean, I'll both go. It's okay because the other team also had both go. So right here, when the ball gets stopped, G-Mine's coming around. At that point, you want to rotate all the way back around and let Kaz go for it because he'll have the better angle. So that was the end of that. That's just my thoughts on this game. What you could have done better, rotations, and just when to go for the ball and when not to go for the ball. So those are my thoughts. Have any questions, just ask.